everyone and welcome to round 3 of the Ginetta GT4 challenge here at Oulton Park, and as you can see the heavens have opened. It is wet and damp, down in 15th place at the start, and it's green lights and away we go for the third round. And there you can see Oulton off to a poor start with some technical issue, struggling to get off the line, but up into 13th I go from 15th, 16th place. There's a car running around, Darren Dock, get past him, and we move up into P12 behind Rick as we head down the hill. Long left hander, which is really tough in the rain. The car doesn't seem to want to turn into the corner. You feel so much understeer going round there. Braking hard and a little twitch on, looking down the inside of Rick, a little bit of contact, the car very twitchy on the exit, and then the car facing the wrong way. He looked like Jake 44, which is a POWERMAXED teammate. Not all the cars that you see in the POWERMAXED livery. As you see Darren Dock diving down the outside, catching me out there, moves me down into 11th place. A great move by Darren Dock, very impressive, as he moves up into his 10th place. The points going all the way down to 15th place. So at the moment it's only the first lap of 20 in a rain-soaked race, so a long way to go yet. So fighting round these field bends, a very fast right-hander even in the rain as we head down to the last right-hander on the track. Down in second gear, 50 odd mile per hour, powering away on the exit. So Darren Dock's got that little gap on in front of me, and then just behind I've got TBP RS40 for the TBP team, just behind, running wide. Shouldn't be really using that stuff in the rain, it could be really slippery. So TBP 40 just behind me isn't part of our team, but because of the way we've done the liveries, so we can see other liveries, or our other liveries, so our teammates. Unfortunately, if anyone has a custom livery and there's a bit of contact in front, and he sends Smoky Adam, who again is not part of our team, it's just showing up same livery with who would look like Darren Dock, and he's looking at me. I take a defensive line into the next corner, which will be the chicane. Darren Dock trying the same trick again to go around the outside. I'm a bit more aggressive this time, brake a little bit later and keep that position. Being made big contact with Smoky Adams, which pushed him side. Luckily didn't make any contact with anyone else. I think Darren Dock just couldn't get it slowed down in time. I don't think it was anything malicious in there, he just struggled to get it stopped. He's a real tough to get it slowed down into that hairpin, with the car skitting about left and right as well. If you lock it up, that's just game over, you will slide into it. So I find myself in 10th place. I've got Smoky Adam just in front of me, and just behind, just about a second behind now, is TBP's RS40. So Smoky Adam just having a look at the car in front. He just keeps having a little nosy down the inside. I think the best thing to do at the moment is find a rhythm, especially with this rain. The track does feel like it changes each lap. You find at different points it is difficult to find a rhythm in the wet. And again down into the hairpin, braking real hard. Down about 30 mile per hour as we exit up the hill. So still half a second behind. P10 at the moment. A lot to build on. We've got another 17 laps to go. The average lap taking about 1 minute 30, so it's going to be a long race. So there's no need to, you can't be any desperate damn manoeuvres in the wet, especially in the wet. With these cars are tough to drive. In the dry, they are very tail happy. A lot less grip than the GT3 car, a lot slower, and there you can see a bit of lag in front from a car in front of Smoky, well, was in front of Smoky Adams, then disappeared. Last bend, tight right-hander, so you can see now I seem to be in a little bubble of my own. The car behind not wanting to get too close. I'm not that close to the car in front at the moment, but but P10 and a good rhythm. That's the main thing what's going off at the moment. So there's no need to worry or panic about that. Down the hill go. You can just see in front of Smokey Adams' car, whoever that is in front of him. You're just running a little bit wide, but nothing too drastic. And there is Falcon in the barrier on the exit of the hairpin, so he is a teammate. So Falcon having an issue into the hairpin or exiting the hairpin, finds himself in the barrier. Now head down into the chicane again, and Falcon right behind Smokey Adams. So I've got a little gap between me and Falcon. So P10 and P9 for Hamster Racing at the moment. And I think Hamster's just down the order. I think he's about 12, 13, somewhere like that. So we're heading to this line. Falcon and Smokey Adams almost going off the track. And there you can see off the track and look in the rear view mirror as the lag takes control. I get hit up the back end. It spins me out, and Falcon, his lag causing him to jump about on the track and hits me in the back end. I thought I was past him, so I thought it was clear of everything. You can see another car off to the left hand side who's stopped, but it's destroying my race. I'm down into P17 now. Real disheartening. I've got the P-Cars profile open while I was in this race, and it was showing around about 26 to 25-26% rear suspension damage. So now I'm running around with rear suspension damage. You can see the back end just giving way. Unfortunately, I do collect someone in that spin. It's so disheartening. At this point now, I'm thinking that's the race done. We're down to P20. I take a cone with me, which, if you look at the rear view mirror, it's still there. So I've given up the ghost. I'm taking this cone home. It's just, it's so frustrating when it's not your fault, and it's not Falcon's fault. It was a bit of lag which caught me out totally, thinking that I was already past him. As you can see on the screen, I was already past him, but he rubber banded lag wise and jumped right into me, the back end of my car, damaging the car. So, but we have to fight on. There's another 15 laps to go. You never know what can happen. I need to find a rhythm with this damage I've got to the rear end. The car's slightly turning to the left, so I'm having to counteract it a little bit every so often. It doesn't seem that bad at the moment, and there the car in the middle of the track, TPB sunburn or something like that. So he's spun out. So now I've got to just forget what's happened. Funnily enough, I seem more relaxed now because I felt like the race was over, so I thought I could just going round. I do actually before the championship races, I do get a tad nervous. I think I don't want to ruin anyone else's races, so I do sometimes get a little bit nervous. So down into third gear, keeping it close to that inside line again. So we're only on lap 6. P18 out of 23 cars. It's a tough slog, and it's going to be a hard race. I've got a car in front of me, not too far in front of me, only 2 seconds. So I was just trying to claw back that in front at the moment. Braking hard again into the chicane. There's nothing more demoralising than being down this far when it's not your fault. I seem to have decent pace when I was up in P10 as well. I wasn't far off the guys in front of me to make a move, but we'll get on with it. We've got a car just in front of us, P17. A little big twitch on the exit of the corner, just corrected it. So you've got to be careful you don't overcorrect the cars. If you start overcorrecting, you'll lose it as well. You might be a lot of sliding about, but there will be a little bit of grip out there. If you catch that grip, it'll shoot you off left or right. Into the first corner again. back end stepping out big time. The car becoming a bit on edge. It's on the verge of being uncontrollable. And there's another car on the inside. I think he's a lap down though, so we don't get any sort of positions from him. Still in P18, catching up with the car in front now. We've got I think another spinner in front. In fact, he's got two cars going down into the chicane now. And there you go. So we've got two cars in front of us. Can we make any sort of move to get two positions here? Move yourself up into 16th place. And then to a battling away there, both side by side through this back section as well. This will be a great move for the guy in front. I'm sorry, I can't see what your name is at the moment. And he does get in front. That's a terrific move and a big twitch on the exit for myself. But I've slowly clawed my way towards these two. So they're 17th and 16th place. Just tucked up behind them now. Heading into the first corner. It's not advisable to make a move into the first corner, so I'll just stay behind, be patient, using the curb on the exit. So do he. Heading down this quick section of the hill again. No need to overtake on this section of track. He runs slightly wide, so I'm going to take my opportunity, keeping it tucked into the inside and up into 16th place. Remember, the points go down to 15th, so just getting anything from this race will be and a good achievement. So now we're gonna try and claw in the car in front. It was 1.4 seconds in front into the chicane again. Left then right, get as close to them tyres as possible, not too close. See the car in front just touching the grass. I have a big twitch and he goes off to a right. I don't know whether he just couldn't get the power on. And up into 15th place we go on lap 8. So we're into the points now. So maybe only 1 point, but 1 point will do after what has happened in this first half of the race. It's been a real struggle, but soldier on. You never know what's round the corner. Well, you do know what's round the corner. It's a racetrack, but you know what I mean. And over the line to complete that lap. So we move on to lap 16. So we're in P14. We overtook another car in the period. It was parked at the side of the road, so there was no overtake there. It was just off of the side of the road. So up into P14, it's just 2 points. So things starting to look a bit better. I've got into a rhythm now where I'm starting to pick up faster laps. I'm starting to do a lot better. I found a rhythm, even though I've got that damage to the rear of the car. I found a bit of pace. So now we've got that bit of pace. It's all about catching the guys in front. You can see 5.4 seconds to Del Rob just in front. And just in front of him, you can just see the cars going around the chicane and up the hill now. It's a fairly big group of cars. So, if we could get to the back of him, we may have a chance for a few more points. As we head up the hill once again. 105, 110 mile per hour, 120 mile per hour as we lift off down into third gear. 80 mile per hour as you try and keep the car turning right. A little twinge on the edges. It's like a little lip to that where the car goes really light on the back end. It wants to slide to the left. And again, down the hill. Into lap number 17. It's a great lap. A 128.9 in the rain. Decent lap. So we're trying to get that gap down. It's already down to 4 seconds. It's creeping on to about the 3 second mark. It's been a real tough race up to now. Obviously, position wise, it's frustrating. We could have been a lot further up, but we've got to take advantage. We can't win every race, can't be in the points every race. We wish we could, but we can't. So we've got to make the best of a bad situation. You can see that big group of cars. There's quite a few in there. Got to keep pushing. So the gap hovering around 3.5 seconds now. See, with them lot battling in front, they're going to be at a slower pace in the rain anyway. So it gives me that chance to start catching up. And look at that back end now again, still fighting with that back end. With the suspension damage not helping the cause. There we go. Then look, you can see visibly a lot closer now to, there's about 4 or 5 cars in that one pack, so that you could say all the way up to P8, well P9, possibly P8. Lap 18 now, swooping left. This track I absolutely love in the dry. It's a great track. In the rain, I'm not the biggest of fans in the rain. I've never been the quickest in the rain, but. And there is an incident where one car running wide, it's Puffy Pancake runs wide. I don't know where some people come up with these names, they're amazing. So there goes Puffy Pancake. He ends up down in 14th. I moved up into 13th now. I've got Del Rob in front of me. Slowly catching, it's about 2-second gap now. So we're a lot closer. Need to keep fighting, keep plugging away. Car's back end twitching about again. Try and get the power down. About 1 second slower this lap to the previous lap. 80 mile per hour is using. This is where the back end goes really light. Just a little correction this time. Del Rob looked like he had a bigger correction, being all the way over to the right hand side of the track. Braking hard again into second gear, keeping that inside. All the way up the hill. As we cross over the line. Lap 19, a little flash in the headlights. Say, I'm coming, Del Rob. I'm coming to get you. Back end stepping out again. So now I'm right up behind him. Another flash in the headlights as we head down the hill. Lifting off a bit there. I'm a bit cautious. Don't want to get too close. I've got another couple of laps to decide where to make this move. So Puffy Pancake's still behind me, so he's not far off it. I can't take that name seriously. And Del Rob in touching distance, so close. I could, if it was dry, I could make that move in certain places. But with it being wet, I don't want to take him off. He's not worth it. Better off finishing from what we've come from. And there's Toxic, who's been off the track. So now I've got 2 of them in front of me, Toxic and Del Rob. So Del Rob will be looking to attack the car in front. Pancake still behind me. He'll be looking to attack me. And this is all for P10 now. Oh, a little bit twitchy, back end flicking about. Pancake having to back off a bit. He must have had a bit of a back end twitch. And head into the final corner to start the very last lap. Using a lot of curb. Here's Del Rob. I'm taking a normal racing line, which will be the outside of the track. I'm not too clean of going around the outside in the wet. And Pancake trying to go down the inside of it. I'm all the way on the grass, but keep my foot down. Desperate to get alongside him. Alongside Del Rob now, braking hard. The back end steps out, go to overcorrect, and off the track I go. And that is, as I said earlier, you don't want to overcorrect, and that's what happened there. Into first gear in the gravel, making sure I don't collect that car on the outside. Frustration as TBP Matt crosses the line for the win. It's a TBP 1-2-3 as well, which is great for them. Not so great for Hamster Racing, as we built up a little lead in the championship constructors wise. But we still got a lap to go down in P15 at the moment. Not the greatest of races, but it was sheer frustration more than anything, this race. As you see the positions on the left hand side, it says P16 at the moment. It's officially P40. It's where the cars cross the line. It jumbles the positions about for some odd reason. You saw I didn't overtake or was overtaken by anyone when it changed, so I don't know why it does it like that. See, P17, so it's the way the cars cross the line, so it changes the position. But officially coming over the line now in a P, so not the greatest race for Hamster Racing or POWERMAXED Racing. Want to put behind us and move on to the next race at Silverstone. But here's the championship as it stands after round 3. So we've got TBP Matt and Corporal Hamster Nathan Hammond leading the way with 33 points each. Lars, aka Sponge, who didn't take part in this race due to personal reasons, who's down in 3rd place now with 30 points. Then you've got Derek Robb for 25 points. Then you've got Dan Walden and me on 23 points in 5th and 6th place. And there is a Constructors Championship. You've got Hamster Racing Junior still at the top. So we're battling away at the top there with a little lead of 53 points. Then you've got Team TBP with that great race at Oulton Park with a 1-2-3 finish. Got them 40 up there with 46 points. Then you've got Hamster Racing, the senior team, with 45 points, which includes the Hamster and Falcon. So also, and Falcon's in, where are we? 13th place in the championship. You've got Jake down in 20th and Carl in 18th for POWERMAXED Racing. So if you've enjoyed this video and you've enjoyed this race, you can see the next race is on the 9th of the 8th 2015. 25 laps of Silverstone National. So hope to see you there. If you've enjoyed this little video, please remember to leave a like, subscribe and a comment in the comment section below. I've been Demps151 and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.
Boom, boom,